And this is J&J Live. My name is Joey. This is my brother John. And when we started this YouTube channel, we are talking sports. We're talking NHL, MLB, NBA, MLS. Did I miss anything?
I don't know what you said, but it sounds good.
Well, we just started this YouTube channel. We've always wanted to do something like this. Ever since we were kids, we wanted to talk sports. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get right into it. We're going to be talking the biggest headlines, and we're going to start out with the NFL. We're going to be talking some of the biggest games tomorrow. And first, we're going to start with the Cowboys versus the Falcons. Who do you like in this game, John?
I'm going to have to go Atlanta.
Wow.
I'm big on the way Matt Ryan's been playing with limited skill guys, but Cordero Patterson, I like Pitts, and I got them putting the Cowboys down 2 in a row.
Man, 2 in a row. Man, what do you got for a score in that game?
I'll go Atlanta 27-21.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I have to disagree with that. I'm going to go with Dallas, even though I'm not a big boys...
Dallas is done, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big Cowboys fan, but I do think they get it right. I think that Denver game was a bit of a fluke. I think Dak coming off of that injury, coming off of that, a couple weeks rest, I think he'll get it right.
I'm writing that down.
Yeah, write it down. But mark that you can book that one. I think the Cowboys get this right. I think a score of 30-23. I think, 7 points. They're favored over a touchdown. I think they'll definitely get it right. So I'm going to go against you with that one. So Dallas there for me. John going Falcons. Matty Ice winning a big one. Now let's go to our next game. Let's go to Saints versus Titans. Now, this is a game where both running backs are out. Alvin Kamara out with injury, and obviously Titans without Derrick Henry for most likely the rest of the season. So who do you got in this one?
Yeah, that's too bad. That would have been a fun matchup to see. But I do like Tennessee to keep it rolling. The defense has been playing well, and I think it'll be too much for Simeon to overcome.
Yeah, I agree. And obviously, as you alluded to, New Orleans Saints, they have the backup quarterback in Trevor Siemian, who actually has been playing pretty well for being thrown into that position. But I do think the Tennessee Titans do win that game as well. I think we will agree with that one. Okay. Even without Derrick Henry, they do have Ryan Tannehill. He's definitely one that manages the game right, and he's able to get things done in big games, clutch games, as we've already seen this past season.
Yeah, big win over the Bills, right? Yeah. You like that one?
Yeah, that was good.
He's a Bills fan.
Yeah, that was rough, to say the least. We'll get to the Bills in a minute. But who do you got for a score in this one?
I'll say Tennessee 28, New Orleans 17.
Oh, wow. Man, you got an 11-point victory for them. I think it's going to be a close one. I don't think there's going to be a lot of scoring because I think both of these teams rely on their running backs so much. And with the backup quarterback, Simeon, and I really don't think the Saints are going to be putting up a whole lot of points. So I think this will be a shootout. I think this won't be a shootout, actually. It's going to be a defensive game. I think it'll be 17-14 Titans. They'll get this one. Old school football. That's our heat, if you can hear that. The old heat cranking up in our house.
Homey feel back here.
Yeah, we got nice.
You kind of got like the Mr. Rogers sweater going.
Yeah, I think I'm going to order. I got this from Old Navy, actually.
That's good.
I'm going to order some more. I mean, $20 can't beat it. You should get some. But just don't get the ones I get. But, anyways, back to the score. 17-14 Titans. They'll get it done at home at Nissan Stadium. They do have a lot of success at that stadium. They'll get the job done. Let's go to our next game. Let's go to Patriots versus Browns. This is an interesting game.
We're picking this game.
I know, this is a tough one. I don't even know who's favored. I mean, Browns, Patriots, both teams at 5-4. Obviously, the Browns coming off a big win last week. Obviously, without OBJ. OBJ going to the Rams. Obviously, you're a little disappointed in that with the Packers. But who do you have in this game?
I think actually New England. They may overtake the Bills in first place if Mike White has anything to say about it. But I'll say New England gets a win behind another strong defensive performance holding Baker Mayfield down.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually gonna have to go with the Browns.
Wow.
I
Speaking with the heart there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's more of a want than actually what's actually gonna happen. But I am gonna go with the Browns. I think Baker Mayfield is on the right track, even though I'm not a huge Baker Mayfield fan. Obviously, I think Josh Allen is the best quarterback in that draft. Not, especially that Lamar Jackson game that he just had this past Thursday night. I mean, he's definitely fallen off that leaderboard. But back to the game, we're going to go with the Browns. Baker Mayfield will get it right, and he'll make sure that he defeats Mac Jones. Mac Jones, still unproven rookie. He is playing well, but you got to give him some time. I'm going to go with the Browns 23-14 over the New England Patriots at Gillette Stadium. How about you?
I got New England 31-20.
Wow, man, you guys are crushing them. Who's gonna score for New England?
4 rushing touchdowns from the 1.
Man, that's crazy. So don't start Mac Jones in fantasy.
Well, if he'll get some yards, but no touchdowns.
All right. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen. But now let's go to their AFC East rival. Actually, 2 rivals, but more so with the Bills. Buffalo Bills versus the New York Jets. You might be wondering why we're even talking about this game. Well,
I'm wondering.
Well, I'm a Buffalo Bills fan. And New York Jets, they're pretty good in a couple games, especially getting Mike White back in at starting quarterback. A lot of fans love Mike White. I even like watching him play. I think he has a lot of potential of being a great quarterback or even a good quarterback. Who do you have in this game?
I got the Bills in a blowout.
Yep. What's the
34-10.
Wow,
Yeah.
Really? 34-10.
Defense too much. Bass money.
Yeah, Bass money, Bass cash. That's what they call them. But I am going to go with Buffalo. I think they are the better team, but I don't think they're going to score 34 points. I think they'll probably score 24 points.
Wow.
And it's just an offense that's really struggling. I think it's actually going to be 24-6. They'll give up 2 field goals, the Jets. They didn't give up a touchdown against Jacksonville, but they're not scoring Buffalo, so it's concerning me. Josh Allen is concerning me. Hopefully this is a game that he gets right. He has historically played well at MetLife Stadium, and that's where they're playing the Jets. But I think they do get the win regardless, and they'll be a game and a half up over the New England Patriots, hopefully, if all goes well.
Let's see.
All right, what game? We have one more game we want to talk about, right?
Yep.
Let's see.
Biggest game on schedule this week, I think.
Seahawks,
Huge
Packers.
implications.
And reason we're talking about this game is loves the Green Bay Packers. They're getting Aaron Rodgers back now. Obviously, I think I know who you're going to pick, but who are you going to pick?
I will go Green Bay. I'll say they put up 27 to Seattle's 20.
Okay. Well, they are getting Russell Wilson back.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope they can hold them down, but I'm hoping Green Bay gets the running game going, at least keep the time of possession up like they have a couple times.
Yeah, I think Wilson, it will take a little time for him to get acclimated, especially being on injury. I think it was his finger, right, on his throwing hand.
Yeah.
So that is tough to recover from. But I just think historically, Green Bay against Seattle plays better at Lambeau Field, and that's where they're playing. So I go with the Packers as well. And I also have Aaron Rodgers on my fantasy team, so you better do something. I am going to go with 31-27. I think it will be high scoring. It will be a shootout, but I think Aaron Rodgers' fourth quarter is too much, as we've seen in the past. So I'm going to go with Green Bay and the Pack.
I like it.
So now we are going to take a quick short break. We will be right back at you. And we're going to be talking the latest headlines for Saturday night. Stick right there.
You done filling that up?
Gotta drink that gallon. Good stuff. Poland spring.
Yeah, the bubbler's running dry.
All right. So now we are back with Jay and Jay Live, and we are going to be talking the latest headlines around the sports world. Let's first, recently, breaking news, Ben Roethlisberger, placed on the COVID list, won't be playing against the Detroit Lions. Now, do you think that will actually affect the Steelers game? Obviously, a lot of people think Ben Roethlisberger, they've even said he's washed. What do you think?
No, I mean, I think, we've seen how they've had to play, and they're doing a lot of checkdowns, but I think Najee Harris will go from 20 touches to maybe 30 touches. That's about the only change I see. Obviously, they'll have to get Johnson and Claypool involved on the outside, but I think it's just going to be Najee Harris all day.
I know it. Now, looks like they're saying Mason Rudolph is expected to get the start. Are you surprised by that?
No.
I mean, don't they have Dwayne Haskins on the roster?
Yeah, but...
Why not? You know what Mason Rudolph provides you. Why not give a little Haskins action?
We know what Haskins provides us?
Well, yeah, but not with Pittsburgh. He hasn't done anything with Pittsburgh yet.
Either one is just going to be going to Harris all day. So, at least Rudolph knows the system. He's been in live games with them.
Yeah, I know, but look where that led. Nowhere. Now they actually have a chance. Put Haskins out there. He might even be the future. Obviously, Roethlisberger only has maybe this year left. I mean, he's one sack away from being out.
I will say Detroit's been struggling. I actually was thinking Detroit would keep it close, even with Roethlisberger in there. So, does it give them another chance to get that first win? Maybe.
So, regardless, whoever's that quarterback, do you think Detroit will be able to pull the upset? Because I don't.
I do.
You do?
Man Campbell.
Yeah, Man Campbell. Yeah, I mean, that guy I would love to play for. I think growing up, I wish he was my coach in any sport I played. Just loves his team, getting emotional, even trying to get a win. He feels bad for his team that doesn't get a win. I mean, I love to. I know. I mean, just heartbreaking loss. And you're a Packers fan. But yeah, I think regardless, I don't think Detroit can pull it out.
I think Goff comes up at Steelers D, could be pretty good. But I think he does come up with a couple touchdowns, gets Hawkinson involved, and Swift a lot out of the backfield. So Detroit.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you're going Detroit with the
that
upset.
Was a bonus pick'em.
Bonus pick'em.
No score provided.
We'll check that.
I'll write that one down.
Yeah,
so
you can write that.
Written down.
You can write that one down. I think when we revisit this next week,
Detroit first win. So maybe they should have gone Haskins.
Okay, let's see. Now, let's move on. Robert Woods. Now, this is a killer, especially for me. I have him in my fantasy team.
People care about your fantasy. I know.
Well, everyone does. They should. I mean, it's a great team. I built it so well. But he's out for the season with the torn ACL. Even worse, he suffered it at practice. So now we go to OBJ.
Yeah.
Now, if you have him on your fantasy team, that was a great pickup, great have. But how do the Rams look now without Robert Woods?
I was excited to see whatever team Beckham would join, and the Rams had a great receiving core already. Kupp is having a historic start to the year, and Woods, he's just your solid playmaker. And I would have loved to see the three of them on the field. So it looks like the pickup is even bigger now for Los Angeles. Beckham will probably be able to do some of the things Woods does, maybe not as much with the motion, but maybe stretch the field. And I mean, I'm excited to see what they can do with him, but I do feel real bad for Woods.
I know, yeah, me too. I love Robert Woods. I mean, he was on the Buffalo Bills a long time ago, but you just hate to see anyone suffer such a horrible injury, especially someone who
Practice too.
Yeah, exactly. Practice. I mean, that's horrible. But obviously, they do have a lot of weapons out there. Even acquiring and building the defense even stronger. Acquiring Von Miller, another excellent player. I love him when he was on Denver. But I think, obviously, they're going to miss Woods, but they'll recover. They have a lot of great playmakers. And hopefully OBJ, we'll see what he does. He's getting the start in my fantasy team. So hopefully he...
When do we get to post this fantasy team so people can follow along?
Oh, we'll post it in the future.
We'll
post it in the future. I mean, it's a dream fantasy team. I mean, everyone should have it, but not everyone can.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to our next one. Let's go to the NBA. We've been talking a lot of NFL. I'm getting kind of sick of it.
Okay.
So let's go to the NBA, and we're gonna... Oh, I lost the tab.
Oh, that's all right. Our director's telling us to get more eye contact to the camera.
We're trying. It's a work in progress. Yeah, sorry. But we're gonna go to the NBA now. We're gonna be looking at LeBron James. It looked like his head coach, Frank Vogel, said that he is cleared to resume some basketball activities. How important is it that LeBron James gets back on the court?
I mean, it's early in the year. I'd rather have him healthy going later. Now, the one thing that just changed things a little is the fact that the NBA has the play-in tournament for the 7 through 10 seeds. And obviously,
that's huge.
You can avoid that. in the past, the Lakers, LeBron team, they didn't care what seed they got, but you don't want to have to take that risk and have to win one game. I'd rather just be right in that 7-game series. So
right, and it looks like LA, they've been struggling. Even Anthony Davis has called out his team, saying that they are not a championship team right now, even though they have players that are built for a championship. Obviously, right now they're 7-6, and it's early.
Yeah,
I feel like this was expected. And you might not agree with that. But obviously, when you have all of those superstars on one team, they're going to struggle. It takes time to mesh. Like we saw with the Miami Heat, when LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh joined all together. They didn't win right away. They made it to the NBA Finals, but they ended up losing. It took them a couple years to actually win the NBA Finals. So I think you have to be patient with them. Obviously, the Lakers are still a championship contender. They'll be fine. But obviously, it is huge that LeBron gets back on the court because obviously he is a top 3 NBA player right now.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens there. And then obviously, let's go quickly right now to the Warriors. 11-1. They are 9-1 in their last 10. Do you think it was expected them to be this good this early?
I don't know. I'm a little surprised. I thought that they would be good, but I thought that would really kick in once Thompson returned to the court. And so the fact that they're 11-1 right now, their defense is playing outstanding, and Curry, I don't know if he gets older anytime because it just seems like his shooting gets better and better.
It's crazy. I'm not a huge Golden State Warriors fan, but you have to appreciate what Steph Curry is doing, the shooting. It's amazing, and they're doing this all without Klay Thompson. People forget about him, and they're 11-1 without him. Mm-hmm. And obviously, they'll just get better when he returns. Obviously, they can't keep this pace up, or maybe they can. They did go 73-9 one year.
Yeah.
But obviously, they will be a top 3 team in the Western Conference. They will be a threat. They have championship type of players. The staff, Steve Kerr, obviously won a championship with the Warriors, couple, but obviously with the San Antonio Spurs. You can credit the Spurs with that one. Obviously, the dream organization. We won't get into that. We'll get into that later. But Warriors are in a good spot.
Where are the Spurs standing?
Let's not worry about that. We all know they stink. But they'll be fine in the future.
Kerr back.
He's probably better than who they got, honestly. But anyways, we're going to take one final break, and then we'll be back with some different headlines. Something. Yeah, producers just keep on going. Come on, finish that sentence. All right, but we'll be back for the conclusion of J and J Live. And we are back with J and J Live. Last segment of our very first video. I think it's going pretty well. Yeah, respectable. Give it a good college try. You're fine. Alright. Hopefully we do better next time. Alright. Now, we are going to be doing, to end this beautiful first show, we are going to do some trivia. John is going to ask me some questions, or he's going to ask me, well, go ahead, you can explain.
I've got 3 guys currently playing. Actually, I should do this in the NBA next week, but for now, we got 3 guys, because we did a little bit of an NFL heavy show today. 3 guys that are on NFL teams that you may or may not realize that they're playing for them.
Yeah, this is not good. So, just so you know, I'm not cheating. Got this down. And get the square, not the square, man. Got the chair squeaking.
Ooh, square chair. Squeaking.
All right, go ahead. I'm ready.
Okay, the first one, and you can tell me, you can tell me what you think.
All right, good.
Who is Joe Flacco currently playing for?
Oh, he's back with the New York Jets. Yeah, I remember he got traded. Yeah. That was a good one. I actually don't. I forget what team he was on previously. I know. What team was he on previously?
I can't tell.
Oh no. What team?
Eagles.
Oh yeah. What'd they get for him? 5th, 6th round pick?
6th round. Yeah, potentially 5th if he plays enough, but
yeah,
I don't even think he didn't even suit up last game. So.
No, that was a waste.
Like what? Josh Johnson played.
Yeah, that's ugly. All right, go ahead.
All right, 1 for 1. Jordan Howard.
get this one. Well, he was on the Bears, right?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
He looked like he was gonna be there a while. I thought.
Man. Oh, shoot. I'm not gonna get this one. I'm gonna say Carolina Panthers.
Ooh, sorry. He's actually on a team now. He was elevated from practice squad on a team that recently lost a running back a couple weeks ago.
What, Titans?
Nope. NFC East.
Oh, it's not the Giants. Nope. Oh, Eagles.
He's had 2 good weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
I picked up
A few touchdowns.
their other.
Ooh, Gainwell.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably number 3 on the depth chart.
He stinks.
Yeah.
I picked up Sanders.
Yeah, well, I think Sanders could be all right. They've been focusing on the run all of a sudden with Sanders out, so if he can come back.
Yeah.
But I don't know who's going to get the ball.
He's getting dropped. All right, go ahead. Third one. Let's see if I can.
This one, I don't know. I thought I was impressed by myself with getting this one. Chris Herndon.
I don't know who that is. That's a player?
You know,
is he like a water boy?
Oh, come on. He has potential. You know what position he plays?
I mean, is he a wide receiver?
Close.
Tight end.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Herndon. I mean, that's a name. I mean, no disrespect, Chris Herndon.
He had good potential.
I can't even give you a guess.
He's currently on Minnesota. Was with the Jets for a few years.
Yeah, no wonder I didn't know him. I mean, Herndon? I mean, what is he like? How do you know him?
Because I always thought he was going to be good as a tight end with the Jets. And then when the Vikings lost Irv Smith Jr., they had picked up Herndon to go along with Conklin.
Yeah, I don't even know if most of the people watching
1 for 3.
So, all right, so he stumped me pretty well. The Joe Flacco one, that wasn't a good one, but 1 for 3.
Give him 1.
I know, 33%. We'll take it.
The segment though.
The segment next week. I'm quizzing John, and we're gonna do some deep research and see if he really knows his players. So we'll see. He'll be going 0 for 3. So. Well, thanks everyone for watching. We appreciate it. It's our very first episode of our channel, J&J Live. Please let us know what you thought of it in the comments section. We appreciate all you watching. Any last words, John?
Go Pack!
Go Bills! Go Bills! But thank you, everyone. We appreciate you. And we look forward to seeing you next week. All right, guys. Take care. This has been J&J Live.
We'll see you tomorrow. No.